A sea of supporters greeted Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's final EU election rally, part of a tide of right-wing sentiment that looks to be on the rise across Europe.
We must try to make an imprint of the right in Europe and completely change the system.
I believe we can't just be happy, but also proud of the politics and economy of Giorgia Meloni.
However, some aspects of the economy are not a source of national pride. Despite the country's post-pandemic recovery, official data shows a record number of Italians were living in absolute poverty in 2023. 9.8% of the population was deemed unable to meet basic needs.
Italy, unfortunately, is placed in a position above the European average when it comes to poverty rates, alongside Greece, Spain, Lithuania, and other countries.
Nonna Roma is among the charities on the front line, providing essentials such as food, clothing and emergency housing in the capital.
People come to us for food because it is a primary need, and then speaking to them, you realise the situation is more complex. So we expanded the project to also distribute school materials and to offer advice about how to find work.
They assist 1,500 families in Rome every month, offering help to those from a range of countries.
The incidence of absolute poverty is decisively higher for families with foreigners, at levels of 35%.
Migration has been a key issue during Meloni's year and a half in office, and she's worked closely with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen to reduce the flow of boats across the Mediterranean. The head of the opposition Democratic Party, Elly Schlein, says the government's policies stifle human rights, and her campaign has focused on social and climate justice.
But according to polls, the Prime Minister won't face a significant challenge from the opposition, with her Brothers of Italy party forecast to win more than 25% of the vote, an improvement on their performance in the general election of 2022.
Even her critics say Giorgia Meloni has positioned her cards well, playing far-right politics at home while taking a pro-European stance in Brussels. If her party is successful, she could be a key figure in deciding if Ursula von der Leyen stays in the top job.
Especially on the right-wing side of the European Parliament, everything might happen. There's a lot of movements, and also the alliance with the international alliance would matter in the formation of the new parliamentary groups.
Against the backdrop of the conflict in Ukraine and the war in Gaza, the stakes are high, and Italy's Prime Minister looks set to play a central part in the bloc's future. Hermione Kitson, CGTN, Rome.